This is my first installment of my video log, or V-blog, as I think Gerald is calling it on the site. First thing I wanted to talk about today was kind of the state of the market. Everybody's kind of worried about what's going on and what we should do in this market and that kind of thing. So I want to talk about some strategies and what is and what is not working right now, or what could be working better and that sort of thing. So a couple of things. First, of course, wholesaling. A lot of people get in the business, want to start out wholesaling. That's a great idea. A lot of things you can do, a lot of ways you can make money. As I've talked in some of my old-fashioned written blogs, wholesaling is a little bit tougher than what most people think. I think you have to have some sort of level of education about the business and about what's going on in order to be successful. First thing, establishing value. Probably the biggest problem most people have when they first get in this business is establishing some sort of a value to a property. Being able to go out, look at a house, look at an area, and determine that house is going to be worth X. That's a tough skill to master, and you have to have a variety of experiences and skills and all that to be able to accurately determine that. Not that it's hard, not that you can't do it, but it is a little bit tougher. You also have to be able to establish some value of repairs as well, which comes from experience. If you're walking through a house and it's hole in the wall, how much does that cost to patch and paint and so on and so forth. So those are things that are necessary skills for wholesaling. Also, a knowledge of the finance market, of how your investors are purchasing the homes from you. If they can't get financing to buy, then there's no reason to try and sell it to them. So those are the two or three biggest parts to wholesaling, to mastering it, and that's just on the quick side. So what I tell a lot of beginners, if you're getting going, bird dogging is a really good thing. This is an even better market than any to try and bird dog in as well, because there are investors out there that are buying. They're using various strategies and financing techniques in order to buy with, and you being able to provide that lead enables you to starting your business a lot quicker without a lot of money and so on and so forth. So bird dogging basically would be you finding information, giving that information to an investor for them to use to purchase. Technically, if you're not an agent in most states, if you're selling information, you're fine. If you're helping in a transaction, meaning that you don't get paid unless a transaction closes, that's technically a violation of agency agreement, and in most states, not something you want to do. So stay away from that side and charge more for the info and not for whether or not you actually close a deal. So I think that's kind of important to note. We usually do a set price per lead and then a bonus for performance, which would be a really good lead gets you a better bonus or what have you. So a couple other strategies. Buying and selling, retailing is very good right now, very alive. In fact, I've mentioned to people here recently, we're having an easier time getting a homeowner with a 681 credit score, or 581 rather, credit score. I'm having an easier time less than 600 credit scores for homeowners than I am 700 credit scores for investors sometimes. Investors' problems of late have been, one issue is they historically have been able to go stated, not having to prove their income and still get a loan. And now the stated income products are almost gone. So anyone that has to buy from you with a stated income product, you can pretty much bet your money that they're going to have a hard time buying from you. So so we're going to kind of going away from that kind of stuff. The fixing and selling retail is kind of an easier way to go. The FHA model, that's what's going on right now. You can sell very easily using FHA with the current pricing. Most markets, as long as you're not way south Florida or California, in most instances you can sell somebody a house as cheaper than what they can rent it from you, which is a really important part of it. And with the current rates and things that we're seeing, and all the sales concessions you can give and down payment grants and so on and so forth, these homeowners can get in with little to no money out of their pocket, usually almost zero money out of their pocket. We've done deals for our clients as low as $500 out of their pocket. So that's really important as well. And then, of course, the last strategy to kind of talk about is buying and holding. Buy and hold, being a landlord is probably one of the best ways for long-term wealth. And I feel if you don't hold property, you're not going to be in this business for long. As soon as the market changes like it has, your sideline speculators that don't have regular income start to disappear. And that's because they don't have a good buy and hold strategy in place. True investors, true real estate investors hold property. Buying and selling is a job, wholesaling is a job. Buying and holding is an investment. That's when you're truly an investor. So you need to have a plan for that as well. And that's kind of the last point before I end this blog, is talking about making a plan. I think a really important thing about your real estate investing career is to make a plan, put it in place, even if it's not going to be your permanent plan of what you're going to do, but some version of a plan that you can refer to on paper and say, I'm going to buy a certain number of houses by a certain date. I'm going to get a certain number of leads. I'm going to do this and complete this by this date, and hold yourself to task. I've also found that sharing those goals with other people, maybe via a video log like this on the site, have other people on the site kind of holding you accountable, so to speak. That's a good way to go. Somebody's going to call you up every now and then and go, bought a house recently. And if the answer is no, then it's, well, what are you doing? What's taking so long? So that's a good way to go. And establish some parameters like that for yourself. Evaluate your personal situation. Yes, you can buy houses with little to no credit and little to no money. But as I've said before in some of my written blogs, broke clock is right twice a day as well. So the reality of you being able to buy with little to no money or credit on a regular basis and get good deals is very slim to none. So the easiest way is to evaluate your financial situation, decide what you have to do, how you need to improve your credit, what things you need to look for, do you need to raise capital, do you need to find a partner, and all those kind of things, and determine that while you're making that plan, and give yourself a plan of when to do those things to complete them. Otherwise, life kind of sucks you in, and you'll find that you're busy doing it, and spinning your wheels at your regular job, and you have not bothered to invest the time you need into your real estate career in order to have it move forward. So that's about all for right now, and I'll give you guys another episode shortly. Thanks very much.